Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking. First of all, thank you everyone who has enjoyed episode 9 of season 2 of The Mutant Girl recently, and I also must extend an apology to everyone because of how long it took to make this video. 5 months is the longest interval between any Mutant Girl release ever since it first started, and I must say it has been a very, very anxious time for me. I'm constantly in the back of my head, I was thinking this episode needs to be done. How long before people get their lines in? How long before the editors finish? How long before this? How long before that? Everyone just had stuff that was going on in their lives and such, particularly the voice actors. I've talked about this at length before, so I won't elaborate too much on that. However, my goal for basically this entire year was to finish The Mutant Girl Season 2. It wasn't even supposed to carry on even into 2021, and yet here we are almost at the end of it. That's too long, way too long, and therefore we need to make sure, take precautions for it not to happen again. With that being said, the actor for Julius is pretty much out. Like, who knows, depending on whoever replaces him might end up wanting to try and share and come to compromise. I haven't been able to talk to him about that, and that's kind of the point actually. He's never around to talk to, and therefore I can't even discuss if he's going to continue the series to his face or not, so I have to do this, for crying out loud. That's not ideal. So that means that I will be running auditions for the main role of Julius, actually. And also I'll be doing some for Olivia, who is a new character that is going to appear for the first time in, well, she's been mentioned before, but she's going to appear for the first time in episode 10. So I'll put their things on display. However, auditions is the topic of today, because not only will I be doing those ones, but there's open auditions for basically everyone, but for backups. There's been a trend for a while in terms of gacha voice acting, and in the Discord servers in particular with the community, that you should have backup voice actors. I never did this because I felt like, Buttercore was kind of already set in its ways by the time this trend arose, or even the voice acting trend in particular, but no more, because this is honestly, at this point, bordering on unacceptable sometimes. So, I am going to be doing deadline submissions for every regular VA from this point onwards, and if not, they shall go to the backups, instead of just allowing them to record whenever it's most convenient for them, but with the implicit urgency that they would otherwise assume. Which means we have backups for every single character, even Julius and Olivia, the ones I just mentioned. So you will be able now to audition for backups for everyone in the entire history of the Mutant Girl itself. But, of course, there's going to be a bit of a catch. I am looking in particular for people who can closely resemble the voices that came before. Therefore, the lines that are going to be there are going to also be things that have been said before in the series. So I'll be taking some samples from actual lines that have been said over the course of all of the series, and those are the lines that I'm going to be giving. So in terms of looking for text and stuff, line cards or whatever, they will be there, but you will have to listen to them at the same time as read them. Not when you're recording them, obviously. I've had it before, the people have auditioned for certain characters, and I've mentioned before to look at samples of them to see what they sound like to replace them properly, and very few people actually did this. Mrs. Dysart was a big offender for that, so I'm making sure it's very clear that I am looking for resemblance here. I'm looking for similarity, except of course for Olivia, who's entirely new, so up to you. You can audition for as many or as few backup gacha characters, or for Julius and for Olivia, or whatever. Do as you will. If you sound like the people that came before you, then you have a chance of getting that role. So if you can do imitations, this is the audition for you. I forgot to mention something as well. If you get one of the main roles, or if you get the backup roles, it doesn't matter. You will be in that position and you will have that job pretty much for an indeterminate amount of time. Like, it's going to go on for a long time. This series is over 2 years old at this point, and we're not stopping anytime soon. There is a movie that has already been completed, season 3 has already been completed, and we're thinking of plans for another movie and season 4 already. Which means that if you sign up for this and you're thinking, oh, well, it's going to be just a temporary thing, I'm about to move on and such. No, not really. You're in this for the long haul if you sign up for this and if you get the part. You have been warned. So, good luck to everyone, and here are your samples for all of the Mutant Girl characters.
That's the problem. It tickles.
See? This is what I'm talking about. You're either defensive like now or mysterious like at the camp. If nothing was going on, you'd stop being so weird about it. Why am I so stupid?
I think it's still here. What? He sounds hot. I can't help it.
Trust me, if you heard what he did.
Mutation theory is a theory that if a cell is affected through some radiative, means it could mutate the human body in fantastically bizarre ways that exceed the variance of our nature. While evolution is a slow process consisting of tiny changes, mutation is like the extreme version of it. This is very rare, and the causes of why it happens are as of yet unknown. However, the basic knowledge now is that it is evolution but stronger and changes things not a little, but a lot.
Always great to see you too, Julius. And you, Moana.
We just wanted to make sure her favorite meal was waiting for her whenever she came back home.
I'm right here.
Oh, come on. Sweet victory. Can't you taste it?
You're a man of science, I know. But don't you do a lot of research?
Well, I've already agreed to be your test subject.
Let's study.
That would be my doing. I learned from Julius that you and him are childhood friends, but you started leaving him out of your girl group activities. At first, he might have been the weakest link, but I kept observing. I thought no. Julius couldn't be it, because he was actually making an effort to connect to everyone. You, on the other hand, could barely hold 2 friends at once. You're very popular, aren't you, Raina?
Aw, so precious. It reminds me of Laura Bates and I when we first met. Besties for life. Seriously, are you going camping for the week or moving abroad? Well, maybe I should reconsider letting you go then.
Yes, and as neutral, I don't care for any element, so nothing hurts me. I'm invincible. Why does it matter? You never cared that I'm a guy before. Remember when you forgot your PE kit in 4th grade? Who was it who spent an hour in booty shorts with you?
Yeah, wait till we find her after school. Then the fun can begin.
Oh, well, joke's on you, mister. We've got plans. Plans to rise again. We're not ending middle school as the butt of the joke. We're gonna be the phoenix.
This doesn't mean that love has the desire to control for the sake of it. The motives love has can be as simple or as complex as the imagination can allow. Sometimes a little bit of both.
Are you serious? You want to know my phone history?
What? How? Very well, young lady. Welcome. Why don't you come forward and tell us about yourself? We're all very curious right now.
Mr. Grayson, sorry to disturb your homeroom time, but Principal Pearson asked me to bring you our new student.
Bravo! Whoa! Group 3! I'm glad to see how well you know Orpheus' tale in the underworld. I guess you could have gone deeper with your research. I'm so good at puns.
Well, I mean, no, but you obviously do. Seriously, look around you, Pop. Do you think you're even half the powerhouse you used to be? Hey, Morena, what's up? You're looking gloomy, roomie.
Enjoy your freedom, guys. It's the last we're gonna get for a while.
As if you didn't know, smart shot. I've heard that your little freak show is now complete.
I told you, you don't have an affinity to me. You are neutral.
Where is this? Who brought me here? What can I say? How often do I get noticed by anyone, let alone...
If the brother is any kind of decent person, he'll get to know you for the wonderful girl you are.
Of course, I'll bring you a cup of hot chocolate, just how you like it.
And let that be a lesson to the new girl too. No one messes with Pop Josephine's gang.
Pop, do you think it's wise to hatch another revenge plan on Marwick?
Yep. Every day there was a fresh one on the plate, just in case Constable Crane came through that door with our baby girl. That's my girl.
Right, hope that that's crystal clear, and I hope to see the people that actually go for, the Julius and Adelia ones, particularly Julius, and also, let's see, if any people that desire to return to some of their old characters they may have ended up losing because they had to quit or something, they could sign up as the backups, for example, hypothetically speaking. Whatever you want to do, good luck to anyone who actually applies. The deadline for that is going to be the same day I've given for line submissions for the regular VAs for actual Mutant Girl, which is October 24th. It was a 2-week deadline for when I actually set out the lines and when the episode came out, because, these are mostly backup roles, I'm looking for speed and availability. But either way, you get the point, I've rambled on for long enough. Good luck with your auditions, and I hope to see all of you soon, and welcome some of you into Buttercore, or congratulate you on receiving a new role to add to your roster. Or several, we'll see. But now, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters, and subscribe if you've not done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.